Hello, hello. It's Coyote Christina, surfer, author, dream weaver. It is Movement Monday. So we are going to do 3-part yoga breath, which is a great, you can even use it as a relaxation practice. We're going to lay down on the floor and we're going to breathe. The 3-part breathing is breathing into the chest and then to the abdomen, into the belly, and then exhaling from the belly to the abdomen and from the chest. So we're going to do that, and we're also going to do warrior 1, warrior 2, maybe even go to warrior 3. So that will be our Movement Monday and breathing exercise. And before we go into those, just want to read a little bit about the body. And I know yoga for me has been a huge help from childhood trauma and the pain that I was feeling. Abandoned my body, kind of disassociated from a lot of my body. And it was after years of yoga practice where I finally felt like I was safe in my body and I came home to my body, which sounds kind of weird, but I experienced it. So I'm trying to explain it, and hopefully it resonates with some people. And this is just a little bit about that trauma in the body and coming home to ourselves. So as we are better able to identify, process, and connect with our feelings, we become more present in our bodies, and the energy in our chakra system is able to move more freely. When we begin to clear our bodies and psyche of the held trauma, we have more resources to take on the challenges in the here and now, instead of having our energy blocked or sucked away by maintaining pretenses and storing unprocessed fear, doubt, and sadness. It is amazing the peace that can be found when we focus our intention on our breath, when we direct our attention inward, when we are able to let all our cares fade away by clearing our mind of all thoughts. Maybe we are only able to experience this calm for a few seconds before thoughts and plans and memories and worries come rushing back, filling the mind with the usual chatter. But once we are able to experience this calm, even if it is only for a few seconds, we begin to glimpse the peace that is deep within. We begin to reclaim our body as our home, a place of comfort, nourishment, and security. It is in the relation stage of the journey that many of us return home, return to our skin-covered vessel after years of abandonment. We begin to connect with our body and realize it is a safe place despite any abuse or traumas that we may have experienced. If the physical or emotional pain was severe enough, we likely abandoned our bodies, not able to tolerate the pain, whether it be physical or emotional, created by a traumatic experience. This is the definition of trauma, an event that overwhelms us, leaves us feeling helpless in that moment, unable to defend ourselves. Basically, it overtakes our nervous system, and we're like frozen, we freeze or we fight. But we're not able to function normally. When this happens, we need to actively learn that it is safe to be present in our bodies. Fear does not simply disappear once the pain and/or danger goes away. It needs to be unlearned. We need to learn that it is safe to be in our bodies right here, right now, and that the dangers that we're not able to defend ourselves from, or the loss that created so much pain that it made us want to leave our bodies, is in the past and is no longer threatening our lives. And if we do not want to be haunted or taunted by the past, we will find the resources and therapy and friends and activities that help us unlearn the fear and become present in the moment and present in our body. So, and also aligns with one of the main underlying premises and concepts in Amazed and Amused, which is the closer you are to your ability to abide in the present moment is the closer you are to reclaiming your joy. So just kind of wanted to go through that to show that doing yoga, doing one yoga pose a day can help us connect with our bodies and begin to unlearn the fear and come home to ourselves. And if you have time to do a half hour or an hour practice, even better. But 5 minutes is amazing too. So Let's do our 3-part yoga breath. And then we'll do our warrior pose. All right, so when we do our yoga breathing, I'm gonna lay back here on this mat. And hopefully this will work. But like I said, we're gonna do 3-part breathing when we're laying down. So we're gonna breathe into our chest, and then into our abdomen, and then into our stomach, and then we're gonna exhale from our stomach, from our chest, or from our abdomen, and then from our chest. So we're filling up the chest area, then the abdomen, and then the belly, and then we're exhaling from the belly, from the abdomen, from the chest. Inhaling the chest, 1, inhaling through the abdomen area, 2, inhaling through the belly, 3, exhaling from the belly, exhaling from the abdomen area, pressing that abdomen up, and exhaling all the air from the chest. So that's the 3 parts. 1 is up in the chest area, 2 is that abdomen, where the abdomen presses up, moving up and down, and then 3 down into the belly. And the good thing about the 3-part yoga breath is it really has us bring our breath down into our belly. Too often when we have too much cortisol, or if we have had too much trauma in our life, so we run high on cortisol, or are easily activated, our nervous systems, then we start breathing short. That short breath up in our chest, and that is it takes a lot of energy. And to calm ourselves, we bring our breath down into our belly and breathe fully, and really use the full surface area of all our lungs, not just the upper part. So just kind of I'll see if this works here. I set it up for warrior pose more than for yoga breath. So here, so you just want to lay your feet, just let them kind of maybe shoulder width apart, or whatever's comfortable, and kind of roll out if that's the most comfortable. Your arms are by your side. Usually palms are facing up. I feel like the headless person, so maybe I should bring this down. Oh, Goosey gonna come. Do 3-part breathing with us. So just taking a few breaths, and then when you're ready, you still can't see my head. I know Goose is on the mat. Hey. All right. There. Now I'm at a headless person. And if it's easier, you can lay your hand on your belly and your hand on your chest. And let's start breathing through your chest, breathing in your abdomen, breathing into your stomach, and then exhaling from your stomach, exhaling from the abdomen, exhaling from the chest. Filling the chest, filling the abdomen area, filling the belly, exhaling from the belly, exhaling from the chest or abdomen area, exhaling from the chest. One more time, breathing into the chest, breathing into the abdomen area, breathing into the belly, exhaling from the belly, exhaling from the abdomen area, exhaling from the chest. And now, to work on our neuroplasticity, we're going to breathe into our belly first, breathe into our abdomen, breathe in, and then exhale from our chest. So breathing into the belly, filling the belly first, and then filling the abdomen area, filling the chest area on the inhale, and then exhaling from the chest, exhaling from the abdomen, exhaling from the belly. Now filling the belly, filling the abdomen area, filling the chest, exhaling from the chest, exhaling from the abdomen area, exhaling from the belly. A few more times, inhaling to the belly, Inhaling to the abdomen area, filling it. Inhaling to the chest area, filling it. And then exhaling from the chest. Exhaling from the diaphragm area. Exhaling from the belly. One last time, filling the belly. Filling the diaphragm area. Filling the chest. Exhaling from the chest. Exhaling from the diaphragm area. Exhaling from the belly. And just lay. You can let your arms fall at the side. Notice how your body feels. Nice and relaxed. Bringing ourselves into our nervous systems, into that relaxed state. So that's our breathing for this week. And it's kind of time for bed, and it makes me ready for bed. So next we're gonna do Warrior 1, Warrior 2, and Reverse Warrior. So the Warrior 1 is courage. I can't remember what Warrior 2 is, but it's my favorite pose actually, Warrior 2. And then Reverse Warrior. It's just a nice stretch on the side. The Warrior poses activate the 1st through 4th chakras with a focus on the 3rd and 4th, and we've really been focusing on the 3rd and 4th chakra during the realization stage, and as we go into, we'll still focus on both of those as we go into the relational stage, because we need a healthy ego and healthy self-identity, and we also need, we go into our social identity then, so to form healthy relationships, we need a healthy 4th chakra. So we are going to start with standing. We can stand with our shoulder width apart, and we're just going to step our right foot back. The toes are fronting, the front toe is pointing towards the front of the mat. The back foot is at a 45 to 60 degree angle, whatever is comfortable. And then we're bending the front knee, bringing it down. Make sure you don't lock that back knee. And inhaling the arms up. And then we can just look out to the horizon. And there we are for Warrior 1. You can press the back edge of the back foot into the mat. You can pull your tailbone down a little, and you'll feel the stretch on the outside a little more. And you can look up if that's more. This is the gathering courage pose as we stand in Warrior. And we're going to exhale. On our next exhale, we're going to let our arms drop. Our left arm is going to come out over that left knee. Right arm is back. So we're standing perfectly with our arms parallel to the ground, extending in front of us, extending behind us. Palms are open to the ground, letting go of anything that's not needed. And then we're going to flip that front palm over. We're going to lift it to the sky, keeping that front knee bent. You can look up over that palm. And then if it's comfortable, look down towards the bottom foot. If it's comfortable on your neck, you can look back and let that left arm fall over the head and the ear, and breathing into the left side of the body. And when you're ready, do a windmill up, step to the front of your mat. And then we want to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to take step our left foot back, right toes pointing towards the front, about a 45 to 60 degree angle on the back foot, whatever's comfortable for you. And for Warrior 1, we're going to square the hips towards the front. We're going to press the back edge of the back foot into the mat. We're going to tuck the tailbone a little bit, or drop that tailbone towards the ground a little. It should feel more of a stretch in the front of that left thigh. Inhaling the arms up. Once again, gathering courage. That right knee is bent. Don't lock that back knee. Make sure that your toes aren't over. You should be able to see your toes. You don't want your knee over. And just feel, You can look up, you can look straight out towards the horizon, or you can look up. I like to look up. I love doing Warrior One on the beach and looking up to the blue sky and gathering the energy and courage from the blue sky and the sky energy. And then we're going to let our right hand drop over the right leg. Left hand extends behind us. The gaze, just gazing out over that front, looking to the back if you want. Once again, letting go of anything that's not needed. I'd like to ask, in this pose, this is one of those poses, is there anything right here, right now, that me and my body can't handle? On God. Flipping that right hand up, lifting it to the sky for reverse warrior, letting the back hand. So we're in Warrior Two here. We flip that front arm and then we lift. The back one comes to land wherever is comfortable on your leg. The right one's up towards the sky. Once again, gathering that sky energy. And if it's comfortable, you can look down at the back foot. Bend over, really breathing into that right side, opening the right side of the body. And then we can step to the front of the mat again. And that is one of my most common, I do that little, the Warrior One to Warrior Two to reverse warrior on both sides. Probably 80% of the time, maybe even 90% of the time in the yoga routines that I do. I just love opening the sides. I like gathering the courage. I like Warrior Two is my favorite. It just feels like on guard. I'm ready to take on the world. Or maybe I'm just okay right here doing my yoga pose, me and my body. So I hope you enjoyed that today. Wow, that was a pretty involved one when we did the full breathing exercise as well as yoga poses. So hope you enjoy that. That is our exercise every day. Movement Mondays, when we take that pose and breathing exercise and do it every day of the week, if possible, would be great. All right, if you have questions, leave comments. Would love to hear from you, and go from there. Take care. Bye-bye.